everyone, welcome to the 5th episode of the H-Pattern vlog. In today's episode we've headed to the Wodonga TAFE Logic Campus, which features a 1.6 kilometre long circuit. I did my first race at this circuit back in 2015. The Albury Wodonga District's car club started their rapid lap dash series, and I decided that sprint racing was a perfect way to make a start in motorsport. Back then I managed to get a time of 1 minute and 4.9 seconds, and that was driving my S13 back when it was still a 2 litre. After a couple of years refining that car and a bit more practice, I managed to get the car down to a 56.4, and today in the white 86 hopefully we'll get into the 58s. Arrived at the track here in Barnawatha. We got the car unloaded. We're going to check some tyre pressures, get it ready to go. In the first couple of sessions we're just going to do a bit of a shakedown on the vehicle, work out if it's all feeling okay, work out some tyre temperatures and some pressures when they're hot, find out if there's any niggly issues with the setup on the car so far, and then we'll start ramping it up and going faster and faster throughout the day. So you just want to start easy, be safe, move forwards from there. So first off I'm going to go around the car and check the tyre pressures now. I think we want to aim for about maybe 28 cold, aim for about a 32, 35 hot. So we'll start there and work backwards. That's not how I wanted that to go. Don't know if it's gearbox or drive shaft, but no forward movement.
Oh, good idea. You just did a 58 and broke it.
There's heaps more in it.
Tyres and you got shackles? Yeah.
Not gonna.
It's always a few cars.
Yeah.
I just thought I'd run over and get some footage.
Thank you very much for doing that.
That's okay.
That's half shaft. I bet you that's that half shaft from the crash.
Yeah.
Dude, this thing's so good. It's actually retarded. It's a joy to drive. Yeah. It's just like that. I had stability stuck on, yeah. So it was like cutting me power out and like
big corner
and brakes weren't effective and blah blah blah. But
yeah.
Alright, so it's the diff side TV's failed. So the only part on this side of the car that we didn't replace packed it up. So we're going to make some phone calls and see if we can get a new one and get a new one under it and get back on the track. We managed to do a 58.8, that was the second bracket I wanted to get into, but there's heaps more time in the car, so familiarising ourselves with it and a few other bits and pieces and it'll go even better. See what we can get. It's Sunday, they don't work Sundays. Hey mate, soda bowl here on your day off.
No, that's okay. You need some, mate.
Yeah, so...
And if I've got it, then you don't have to stress, but if I don't, just give me a ring.
Yeah, no, that'd be awesome, man, if you could do that.
Is that cool?
Yeah, that'd be so good. I'll speak to you soon. Good luck with the rest of the run.
Very cool. Thanks, mate.
Alright, mate, bye.
Yeah, it's only with the sides up, I guess it's super floppy with it. Well, that's not too bad, but if the wind comes, it ends up...
Eventually.
Looking for a half shaft for the rear end of a Toyota 86, the 2013 model. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is there anything under axle or anything like that? Nothing. Can you try and look up a Subaru BRZ? That's alright, see ya. No shafts. Haven't even have a listing for it. Alright, so nobody's got a shaft so far. I'm debating if I need to go back to Wodonga and pick one up out of the black car. But in the meantime, I'm going to go check out the time, have a look at the leaderboard. So sitting in 12th at the moment with a 58.8, so that's pretty good. That's where we get 7 laps. It'd take me about an hour to drive home, maybe another half hour to pull the half shaft out. We might be getting back for one session in the afternoon, so I'm not really thinking it's worth it. Might just drive the other 86 the rest of the day.
12 seconds later.
Day's not really going to plan. The white 86, I can't get a half shaft for it to get it back on the road, so Dad's been driving the grey 86, so that's the third 86 in the fleet, and we wanted to do a contrast time between a standard car and then the white car. So on his second session, well, I was going to swap in and start driving the grey car as well because the white car's out of action. And on the second session, Dad had a little bit of an off-track excursion and did a little bit of damage to the wheel. So before Dad had his little off-track excursion, he managed to do a time of a 1 minute and 4 seconds. So this car's completely standard, both engine-wise and wheels and tyres, suspension. Nothing on this car's modified. So in contrast with the white car, which has only had suspension and tyre mods, I managed to go 6 seconds quicker. So not a bad improvement considering there's no power improvements on the white 86 whatsoever. I was hoping to actually get a drive of the grey car to set a bit of a lap time to see if I could go any better than 104, but we don't actually have a replacement tyre for that rear end, so and the rears on the white car won't fit under it. So I think we're going to call it a day early and shoot some of these other cars. So the last cars are just going out for the top 10 shootout now. I only got that first session in today, got 6 laps in and didn't get much of a chance to really feel the car out too much, but pretty happy. Got down to a 58.8, which is a pretty good time. So this is a Class A car. So the winning Class A car did a 57.8, I did a 58.8. So that was another GT86, so it was a second quicker than me, but I only did 6 laps. So fingers crossed with a little bit more refining and some more seat time, I could get used to it. Things to take away from today are that the car handles great in the corners, really good corner speed. Accelerations, it's okay. Look, the acceleration's okay, but look, I think I'm gonna maybe do an exhaust on it and an intake, try and get a little bit extra out of it.
but the biggest issue with the car at the moment is the brakes. So 3 or 4 laps in, the brakes cooked off and I had to do a lap to cool them down. So they're only standard pads now, so I'm gonna do a pad upgrade on the brakes and maybe try and look at doing some ducting to cool them down. And then yeah, so about a month's time from now, we'll head over to Winton for round 2 of the Rapid Lap Dash series. So hopefully we make some small changes then and we'll be ready to go then. So, cool, thanks for watching.